Greetings everybody. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic which is the water molds. Water molds belong to the phylum Oomycota. So reason behind why these are known as Oomycota is that they basically have formation of a special structure within their life cycle which is known as oospores. So because of the formation of oospore, these are known as Oomycota. We are going to discuss in the reproduction part that how does it actually occur. So basically, starting with its intro, it is a fungi-like protoctist. So it is having mycelium-like body, and that mycelium body is aseptate, which means there are two types of bodies of fungi: septate and aseptate. In aseptate, there are no cross cell walls, as a result of which the there as a result of which the protoplasm of uh, you know different cells are combined, mixed uh, with the help of a no cross cell wall, due to which it causes to form a multinucleated or xenocytic cell. Multinucleated xenocytic cell. Moreover, these are pathogenic organisms, such as most of these are pathogenic organisms, and they live in fresh water, salty water, as well as on soil. Fresh water, salty water, and soil, right? And apart from that, a good example of this is Phyllophthora. Phyllophthora. I'm not sure about the actual spell actually. Maybe it's written over here. Maybe the actual spell is written over here. All right, right. So I just replace the diagram over here, and here these are having this type of life cycle such that these are known as Phytophthora infestans. Phytophthora infestans. The organism we are going to study is Phytophthora infestans. Now there is an exception that they are having their cell wall made up of cellulose instead of chitin, as well as these are pathogenic, and they of course they have absorptive form of nutrition such that they have their hyphae modified into several branched structures. Hyphae are branched, as well as these are like hyaline, as we are having a complete hyaline inside which the hyphae is arranged, and on the other hand side it is nodulated such that from one end it is branched, and from the other end it is nodulated. One end it is branched, and other end it is nodulated, just like formation of nodules, right? And one more thing, that they are basically xenocytic, as well as they are since they are pathogenic, so they basically attack a plant which is known as potato plant, and here they cause a disease which is known as late blight, and it is characterized by several symptoms such as decayed stem, as well as decayed tuber of the potato, as well as it causes brown patches appearing over the potato, as well as brown depression attaining over the potato, as well as there are several browny patches present in the flesh of potato, as well as sometimes the potato also causes to have you know uh, just like there's cotton like mycelium body formed within the flesh of potato, showcasing that the fungus is there inside it. So just like cotton like mycelium is also sometimes fixed inside the tuber. So these type of diseases occur, symptoms occur, as well as there's fouly smell, fouly odor in the potato tuber. So these are some symptoms in that disease. And how does it actually occurs is that uh, the mycelium um, basically remains somewhat here, and the hyphae divides into two parts: the branched part, the branched structure of hyphae, which goes inside the plant in order to infect the plant, is known as the intercellular part. The part of hyphae which goes inside the plant's leaf, such that it goes inside, it stands inside its branched hyphae inside the plant's leaf, and at that point these branched hyphae ultimately, after going inside the plant's leaves, morphological structure, which means inside its uh, mesophyll cells, it will now directly go inside its mesophyll cells, and at that moment it will either absorb nutrients intracellularly or intracellularly. And at that moment, this part of hyphae, which would be responsible for capturing or absorbing those nutrients from the plant mesophyll cells, or from the uh, you know intercellular fluid, is known as hostoria, right? And that hostoria, basically, it is an important tool. Without them, they cannot perform their pathogenic activity. And in some books, we also call them as obligate parasites, Phytophthora infestans particularly. And apart from that, when it comes to their attack, they attack in such a manner that when they absorb nutrients, on one hand side, they have their growth. They are, let me just try to draw the structure. Let's suppose this is cells. These are the leaves. I mean, these are the cells, epidermal cells. This is, let's suppose, the stomata, and on the other hand side, this is the stomata, right? This is a stomata. This is these are the guard cells. These are, and this space is stomata, and within the stomata, there's development of a structure over here, which is of the Phytophthora infestan. Phytophthora infestan. And outside that, this is the outer part, outer environment. This is the inner environment. These are the cells present, mesophyll cells. Now, what does the water mold actually do? The Phytophthora actually do. It goes inside these cells. It either inserts one of its hyphae, or it can also include multiple of its hyphae inside it, and multiple of its hyphae, and then this hyphae basically, of course, we cannot call it as hyphae. We can more conveniently call it as hostoria, because its hyphae is known as hostoria. So as the hostoria goes inside, hostoria tends to absorb the nutrients from here. Hostoria, after absorbing nutrients from here, uh, yes, so here hostoria tends to absorb nutrients from here, and on the other hand side, this is the inner end, and on the outer end, there's presence of a structure which is known as the nodulated structure. This nodulated structure is basically known as sporangium. It is known as sporangium, and the structure which is holding the sporangium is known as sporangiophore. This complete stalk which is holding the sporangium is known as sporangiophore. Now, this is how we, this is a basic structure. Moreover, when it comes to some other points, uh, here we are going to discuss the life cycle in such a manner that it has two life cycles, asexual and sexual, which means alternation of generation occurs in this case, such that uh, here, as sporangium is produced, sporangia are there. These sporangia basically cause to produce several spores within them, and these spores are basically known as zoospores. These spores which are produced, as let me show in the diagram as well, from this end, right? So in this side, we are having zoospores. This is zoosporangium. This is zoosporangium, and from the zoosporangium, there's a releasement of zoospores. And these zoospores are, I mean, each zoosporangium releases biflagellated eight biflagellated zoospores, which basically further go inside the cell, penetrate the leaf, and further, what they actually do is that these zoospores further develop germ tubes, as a result of which they develop germ tube. This germ tube development leads to the formation of, you know a separate Phytophthora infestan structure within them, water mold structure within them, and that water mold structure basically now produces its male and female gametes. Of course, there's no, gametes. There are gametangia, right? And gametangia are produced here. And for the male gametangia is known as antheridium, and female gametangia is known as oogonium. When both of these, fuse together, they cause to form a structure. When gametangia, male gametangia and female gametangia, both are haploid, so when they fuse together, they form zygote, and they form zygote in such a manner that these brown structures are known as antheridium, and these green structures are known as oogonium. When they fuse together, they cause to form, a structure inside which there are multiple zygotes. In which there are multiple zygotes, there's not a single zygote, multiple diploid zygotes are there, and these multiple zygotes are enclosed in a structure in which these zygotes are separated by a thick wall from each other, known as the oospores. And these oospores, in general, uh, you know, when these are bursted, these cause to release those zygote, and as these zygotes are released, they cause to germinate into a separate sporangia, and that sporangia again then causes to form zoospores, and in that case the cycle occurs. And through that cycle, either it goes for from the zoospore, either it goes for the asexual reproduct, either it goes for the sexual reproduction or for the asexual reproduction. So this is all about today's video. Hopefully we'll meet again in another video.